Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
We got Ryder right down here wanting attention. Domino right there being an attention hog this morning. I was just sitting here on my phone and Domino was right here and I turned around and his nose was right here.
Yeah.
Over my shoulder.
I was giving Ryder was behind him.
Yeah, Ryder was on my back.
I was petting Ryder and Domino was like, love me.
My animals are crazy, guys. Well, as you can see, we got a drifting dreamer done drifted on to the Come On Mountain.
Drifting away, guys. Might be a reason this morning.
There is a reason this morning. It is a big, big day, guys. Big, big day. What's going on today?
Hump day!
Hump day. It is hump day.
It is.
It's hump day. We're going to hump it on hump day.
Yeah. Guys, today is the day that the family is meeting us and we are bringing the house down.
Literally.
The abandoned tiny house that Uncle David here gave to us. Man, I'm so excited. I am ready to start this project. The end of it.
Yeah. Well, it's really the beginning.
Yep, I suppose it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the ending of phase 1.
Yeah, the end of phase 1.
The beginning of phase 2. Putting it together is the big project.
Time to transition.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've already been up this morning and getting it, guys. Mike's been running around like a chicken without his head.
Trying to make sure I got everything. I don't want to have people waiting on me and like, dang, well, you don't have your ducks in a row? Go figure.
I've been here for support throughout all of this, but I'm making sure that it stays Mike's project. It's very easy for me to jump in and be like, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's just nature. But trying to let them kind of lead this one. It's their project, their deal. So I've been a support system. I've only went down there and checked on them once.
Hey, and that one time he did come down there, you guys seen what happened. He came in there and was a one-man wrecking crew, ripped the whole ceiling down.
That's why I stay away, guys. I can't. If I'm there, I cannot just stop.
That would have taken us probably a solid hour, maybe 2, with Lissa and I pulling that stuff down, moving the ladder, doing this and that. He just went, go, gadget, arm.
This morning, he actually came up to help me put the forks and all of that stuff on the tractor, but by the time he got up here, I already had it all done.
I was actually down there shooting the shit. And all of a sudden I heard, I was like, whoa, Uber's fired up. I gotta go.
Yeah, I went in and did the fork. See, guys, when we broke the quick connect earlier this year and welded it all back together, it all works fine, but the problem is those hydraulic things are independent.
Right. And
being that it got tweaked so bad that it's not quite right. Once you get it on there and get it locked in, it's good, but getting it on there, it throws it off just a little bit. And I've been doing some research to find out what I need to do, and from what I've read, after it bends and breaks like that, it throws the little bar at the bottom off. It like twists it, kind of, even though you can't tell because it's got like a plate over it. It twists it. So what I'm gonna have to do is put it on the bucket mainly, because the bucket's more of a flat surface, get it settled, and the bucket's also the hardest one to get on and off.
Man.
It's a 2-man project for sure. So what I'm gonna have to do is put that on there, get it locked in, and then take a cutting wheel with a grinder and cut that bar in half and that little guard in half, let it all kind of realign itself, and then weld it back together to get everything back in line perfectly the way it is.
Okay.
That's why y'all see me not change out attachments so much when I'm doing projects. Like, if I can do it all with the grapple, I do it all with the grapple. If I can do it all with the bucket, I do it all with the bucket, because it is a beast to change out by myself, and I don't always like to go get Mike and say, hey, we need to change. Mike keeps me changing the front end attachments more than I do anyways. With him getting water and everything else, you know, he's always got a little something that he's needing to do with Uber. And most of the time it's when I don't have that attachment on the tractor.
Almost like, I would say maybe once out of every 4 times we got the forks on there when I need the forks on there.
Yeah. So I switch it out a lot more for Mike than I do myself.
I would say at least once every 2 weeks, but now that I got that other water tote, it's more like once a month.
Yeah, and a lot of times what we'll do is just strap it, but I like to have the forks on there for him because he can get more water.
Yeah.
Strapping it, we can't haul as much water. It's just too much on the straps. Water's heavy, guys.
Hey, I actually I put a little bit too much on that last one, and when we took it down there, I was noticing one of the metal bars for the cage that goes around it, it almost broke in half.
Yeah. Well, it is just a little aluminum.
Yeah.
What's happening? But yeah, we're a little bit ahead of the game this morning. Country Road Cure and Simple Life Reclaim will be there about 9 o'clock. Mike told him don't be in a hurry because he thought we had to do all of this, and he was shocked when he rolled up on his hog.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I knew he was getting air in the tire. Like I just knew that was what was happening. But I pulled up and I was like, whoa, yep. You already got it by yourself? He was, I can do it by myself.
Yeah, I was doing it a long time by myself before this guy right here came to the mountain.
I can't believe how you got anything done up here without me before I moved to the mountain. I can't. You were here for how long? Yeah.
Yeah. Inside joke, guys. Inside joke. Also, another big thing that happened is we met with a subscriber last night and had dinner.
Man.
There in Boonville at the new Mexican restaurant, and he reached out to me about 2 months ago and said that he was coming to look at land, and actually very, very close to us.
Wow. Surprisingly, how
like,
close to us.
Real close to us.
Like, hey neighbor.
Like, howdy ho. And said that when he was in town, he would like to get with me and the Dreamers and take us to dinner. And honestly, guys, I knew it was coming up, but I did not know it was yesterday. And yesterday was a busy day because I'm going out of town Friday, right? Friday morning. And so I've been running around like a chicken without a head trying to, you know, finish up some odd and end stuff that I need to get done before I go. And yesterday I had one of those days, guys, where everything went wrong. Everything. And I needed to get a trailer down there for them guys. I needed to do a whole bunch of stuff here, and the stuff I was doing here should have only been about an hour project, turned into about a 4. And then next thing I know, I'm like, oh man, we got a dinner tonight too. And so went out last night and went to dinner. Had a great dinner with him. He's a really, really cool dude.
Yeah. Big shout out. Thank you so much, Steve.
Yeah. And he might be starting a channel too when he gets here, which is pretty cool. He wanted to pick my brain about a lot of things for as far as the tractor, the land around here, real estate agents, banks, all that other kind of stuff. Funny thing is, he said he had all this stuff to ask me, and then when he met me, he couldn't remember nothing.
Yeah.
So.
He said he was starstruck. He just wanted to take pictures.
Yeah. So I told him just that he's got my number now, so I told him just shoot me a text. He said email. I was like, no, text me. You'll get a quicker response from text than the email. Although I've been doing a lot better on the emails.
You have.
Definitely a lot better. So yeah, did all of that, and then I had to go to Walmart because I dropped the ball, guys.
Part of that yesterday not going right.
Yeah, I told y'all I shared the good, the bad, the ugly, and all of it. My cameras last year, I didn't pull the batteries. And even though they didn't look corroded and all that other stuff, they was cheaper cameras. I bought like the bottom of the bottom line last year, but none of my cameras, there was 3 of them, are working. Put new batteries in and all that. Was going to put them out yesterday because I've just about finished all the deer stuff, and I wanted to have them up in place before I leave. That way I can see what's happening while I'm gone. And yeah, they all didn't work. So while I was in town yesterday having this dinner, I went by Walmart and got some more cameras. And woo, let me tell you, they proud of them cameras. I didn't want to get the same brand, so I ended up moving it up a notch. And honestly, they didn't have a huge selection. They had like regular cameras and cellular cameras. And I bought a cellular camera when I first got here. So because I was still in Texas and I wanted to face it towards the cabin and the driveway so I could get alerted when somebody was here at the property.
Right.
And I never could get the service to work here. Never. Because it runs off phones, right? And I guess whichever service I had, I think it was Verizon, would not connect out here. So I spent like $200 on this camera that's still in there right now and is a paperweight, basically. And so I got a bad taste in my mouth with cellular. My neighbor next door, he says he uses them and stuff, so I'm gonna probably reach out to him and ask him which ones he uses, because we're on the same line. So
hey, you might as well use what he's using.
Yeah, it should work. But don't think about it. Ryder's looking up there like, should I jump up there? There, no. Ryder. Oh, they did it anyways. Ryder, what are you doing? Ryder, no!
Ryder's just keeping it real.
Yeah. Ryder, come on. Come on, go.
That was hilarious, guys.
Come on.
Ryder just wants some love. He's trying to get. Hey, he knew that if he was over there by the camera, he'd come give him some.
He knew I'd give him some more loving. But yeah, it's gonna be a big day, but it's also go time. We was actually supposed to do this yesterday.
Yep.
And Mike changed the time on me a little bit, which is unfortunate because it's gonna make. You got your butt in my face, man.
Come on, Ryder.
Which is a little bit unfortunate because I had 2 days slotted to help Mike out. And now it's turned into one, because tomorrow is the day before I leave out of town, and I got a lot of stuff to get done here. To
be running around yourself.
Because I'm leaving first thing Friday morning. So he actually wanted to move it to tomorrow, and I was like, whoa, I can't do tomorrow. But I think we'll get it all done today. I think there'll just be a little bit of cleanup down there tomorrow, but I wanted to help him with that as well. But I told him no matter what goes down, my equipment and trailers and all that's available tomorrow, even if I'm not. So it's just my flight's so early Friday morning. I literally, tomorrow's all I got before I got to go, and I got a lot to do.
And with an early flight, not only do you have to get your bags packed, you got to maybe shop for some clothes and get some bags, but then you got to make sure that you get rest, because early in the morning, which means you'll have to leave here even earlier to catch.
Yeah, and there's quite a bit of a layover, and there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of moving parts to this one, guys, and y'all are getting closer to finding out why. This is a big one, guys. It's a big. To me, it's a big one. It's a big one, and I think it'll be a big one for other people too. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's kind of like my last big trip before it gets real, because October is busy.
October is slammed already. We're booked up. We're already booked up.
Every weekend is booked up right now, and the weeks, we're gonna have to get a lot of stuff done in the weeks before the weekends every single time. November is starting to fill up for me. Yep. And I want to get back on this. So, but right now I think there's big changes coming to this. I really do. I'm leaning towards something. We'll be discussing it further probably when I get back from Florida.
See what happens when you leave him somewhere pent up? His brain starts reorganizing everything.
Yeah. Well, that's how this came about. I mean, it started out at 10 by 10. You know what I mean? It's just, when you use something and everything else, you just find a better what's happening for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the more I stay in here and the more I think about things and finances and this and this and this and this and this, it's just things start making sense in other directions.
Right.
So we'll see. That's why I always say, guys, it's a game plan, not a set plan. Come on.
Come on.
All right, guys. Well, we've been on here about 13 minutes and 43 seconds. I think we're going to go ahead and call it before Domino falls asleep right here.
He's about to.
And everybody will probably be here in about 30 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and get the truck and the tractor and all of that stuff towards the end of the road, because we're going to shuttle people back there today. And definitely be on the lookout for these guys, Drifting Dreamers channel right here, because most of this content is going to be on their channel. I am filming a little bit, but it won't be like probably a whole video. It'll probably just be a little snippet in one of my other videos or whatever, or what I experienced in this right here. Mine will probably be more of Ubering.
The Ubering?
The Ubering. Most of the time when we do these group projects right here, I focus more on Uber, because I'm the one operating Uber. And there's a lot that goes into operating Uber.
That's right.
A lot more than what people think.
You mean it's more than just riding around steering something?
Yeah, that's all it is, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Uber don't Uber without the driver.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we're excited about this one, guys. I love these days right here where the family get together and we get it in. I already know it's going to be a whole lot of laughs, whole lot of good time, and a whole lot of getting it done.
And Lissa has some chili she's whipping up right now in the crock pot for lunch.
It's a good thing I'm single. Come on.
Come on.
All right, guys. Love every single one of y'all, and always keep it real. Hey, take another step closer to your goals, guys, and do something nice for somebody. Come on.
Come on.